Dratta Gaming, and today we have an interesting game for you guys tonight. This is another video of Dratta Plays. Welcome to my Dratta Plays episode. It's been a while since I did one of these. It's been like a couple weeks. I've picked up Dragon Quest XI, I got through the game, and I started a new file, and I'm doing this challenge for myself. It's called, I'm still trying to come up with the name for it, but it's called Must Fight Everything. So the way this works, the way I have it is that I'm not allowed to flee from combat. So anything that is in my direct way, like this dragon here, I must fight. So while we're doing this battle here, let's talk a little bit about the game as we do this. So, it's a turn-based game, turn-based combat, and I know a lot of people are like, oh no, turn-based combat this, turn-based combat that, oh no, it's turn-based. Honestly, you know, JRPGs have kind of fallen by the wayside, but I think that overall, these JRPGs now that are coming out, like we have Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out soon, and we just got Dragon Quest 11 like a couple weeks ago, and I've been playing this game like adamant, and I really do enjoy it. I used to play turn-based games on the PSP and everything, and I think that this one definitely has my attention as probably one of the best JRPGs I have played to date. Of course, many of you guys are like, but Dratta, what about Kingdom Hearts? I am not going to include Kingdom Hearts in the JRPG genre because of the fact that even though it is a JRPG, I consider it its own animal. There's really nothing like a Kingdom Hearts game. So, with that out of the way, let me tell you guys kind of what I think about Dragon Quest. First off, the combat is fluid. This is probably one of the best turn-based combat systems for a JRPG. This is what a turn-based combat system JRPG should look like. Everything's fluid. Everything flows. And that's important to note. If you're gonna make a JRPG, like you can even move in combat if you really need to, so you can like reposition people to attack from different angles and everything. I haven't yet figured out the point behind that, but technically you can have like everyone kind of just like I can move my healer like too far, but because yeah, I can't flee from combat, but so basically I can use this to position people. This I don't know if this actually does anything for me, but it definitely makes it interesting that I can do that. And then the abilities and skills that you get are really unique and really fun to use. Like that one has a 6 times additional attack for enemies that are poisoned.
Wins again.
And I think that, you know, and you look at this is a gorgeous, gorgeous game. Like, this is a beautiful game. One of the issues a lot of the times with JRPGs is the graphics. And a lot of times the combat just doesn't feel fluid, and the battle system feels like a little bit forced. The characters feel forced. The conversion usually over into English is terrible. But this game, you don't have any of that. You got a fluid combat system. You got a fluid story. It's probably one of the best stories I've played in a long time. This is a game that the story takes you an hour. And you know what's even crazier about this game that I really like is the lip sync is literally flawless. I swear, they probably, I had read somewhere that they had actually gone in and actually, you know, decided to customize the lip syncing. And specific to the English version. So they actually went in and customized the lip sync for each of the English characters. So what does that mean? It means that they actually went in and made it so each of the voice actors was the English voice actors, and they redid the animation for the lip sync. So that makes it like a million times better than, you know, it means that everything is fluid. And that is what's good. So the scenes are fluid, it feels legit on the English version. It feels like you're actually playing an English game, an American game. And it has a fluid system, and that's what I like about it. And all in all, it's a really good game. This is, if you want more JRPGs to appear in America, we need to support this game, because this game is like top of the line JRPG system, especially turn-based, which is something we don't really get a whole lot of anymore. We don't have a whole lot of turn-based games anymore. And if you like turn-based, you need to support this game full-heartedly. Because this is what a turn-based game should look like. And that's just my feelings on it as far as the combat system. The story is absolutely phenomenal. The moment you think that you're done with the story, you're not. It's like the story, you think you're done with the story and you're not, and it's got all these twists and turns that make you like always on the edge of your seats. It's like playing it's like watching a movie almost. And with that, it's combined into the story is combined into the actual combat. The boss battles don't feel like the scenes right before the boss battle, the flow between the scenes and the boss battle is not choppy at all. It's real smooth. You don't feel like that the scene just gets cut off right at the boss battle like most other games. It's got one of the most beautiful art style. The character development is beautiful. But here I am talking about how great the game is. Let's talk about maybe some of the downsides, some of my criticisms with the game. One of the big ones is that some of the later weapons, when you get towards the end of the story and stuff, like, lose their sheath, and if you really like having the sheath, that's something that, you know, you're gonna have probably a problem with. Another thing I have a problem with the game is the prep power abilities. And even though they're a major part of the combat, as you see, I'm currently, like, some of my characters are blue. That's because they're prepped up. And they're increased in power and stuff. But this thing is, like, completely random and it's based on how much damage you've taken. But it's still randomized. You have no idea when you're going to receive this. And it doesn't make it really all that fluid. So you just never know. And then it's like, you lose it, you know, sometimes you'll be fighting a bunch of trash mobs. A lot of weaker enemies. And next thing you know, you got all your characters pepped up, but you're nowhere near like a boss or anything like that. And you got one trash mob left, and all of a sudden you have a pep up ability. Like right here, as you can see, my lead character is about to lose his pep up as he starts flashing there on the character thing, which means I'm gonna have to use a prep up ability. So I'm gonna have to force myself to use the real decoy. I mean, I could use this Tundra and Lightning, and then the battle will be over a lot quicker. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and use real decoy, just to kind of show you a cutscene here. So you can skip these, but I prefer not to. But like this attack is one of the earliest pep up attacks that you get. It does decent damage. But it's like, the game forces you to use them. And you can be fighting the weakest enemy, and it's just randomized. So, sometimes you get these quests that, and that's the other kind of thing I have a problem with the quest, is that, the quest system is okay. It's a lot of fetch quests. They're asking you to fetch things, and you have to grab things, and all that. And the side quests, they're not really varied in what you have to do, but they're varied in... They're not really varied. A lot of them are fetch, perform this skill. It's either perform this skill or fetch this. Or get me this. And that's really all it is the side quest system. Or craft this item. And that's really all it is. But you have to do these quests because of the fact that you have to get the crafting recipes from them to make new items and weapons. And I'll show you guys the crafting system here in a moment once we get once I'm done kind of talking about some of this stuff, and I'll warp out of this place after this fight. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the crafting system. And I'll show you guys a neat technique that will actually help you with the making money and stuff. So, as you can see, it's just like any other JRPG. You want to farm experience and stuff. So the nice thing about this mode that I'm doing, so the way this difficulty works is you put on no flee. You're not allowed to flee from combat. And then what you have to do is that if there's a enemy in your way, within attack range, you must fight it. It is mandatory under this difficulty challenge that I'm doing. So the way I have it set up is anything that I can see that's right in front of me, that is directly in my path, I have to fight that enemy. And because I'm requiring myself to fight it, so this is a silver ore, which would be nice because then I might be able to actually make something. So if the enemy is actually in your straight path, you must fight it. If you see it, and it is in your way, you must fight it. It is mandatory on what I'm doing. So this is kind of like a challenge mode that I'm doing, which means that you could be trying to get to the next area, and next thing you know, you're up against an enemy and you have no MP. So it becomes a MP management, gear-related thing, but it also maximizes your experience. So let's go a little bit into crafting here. So every time you level up, you get these focus, and then you get either a new skill on occasion and stuff. So there's this thing called the Fun Size Forge, and before I do this, I want to show you guys something real quick. So if I go to this merchant here, now you can do this as soon as you get to, I think it's like Lee something. Hold on, let me check. Let me just bring up my map. Hold on. Let me bring up this. Okay, so it's called Laguna de Gandalia campsite. Once you get there, you'll get a merchant, and it's also in Dungersville, and he sells this thing called Magic Beast Hide. Magic Beast Hides sell for 500 apiece. So you're probably like, well, why would I want to buy 500 of those? Or buy one for 500? Well, you go into here, and you have to pick up this recipe. I think it's from a quest. And you go to clothes, and there's this thing called the fur poncho. It costs you 2 magic beast hides. So I'm just going to go ahead and craft this, because I got 5 of them. So why not? So I'm going to go ahead here and start crafting. So this is the crafting system. It's a fun little mini game that I actually really like. It's not like other crafting systems where in other games where you just have the materials and you hit a button and it's instantaneous. You actually have to forge the item yourself. And you have to do it based on what skills you have in the blackboard. I'm going to go ahead and hit this. So right now, I'm probably not going to get a +3 because I accidentally went over. Yeah, I'm not going to get a +3. I'm going to try maybe. Let's see what I get. I don't think I'm going to get a +3. It might be a +1, which isn't good. Yeah, I got a +1. That's not good. Let me try forging another one here. So the objective is to get it to be +2 or higher. Let's try this again. Alright. I don't know if I want to test it. I only got 5. Okay, that should be good. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So, we can get it to turn out really well. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay, so basically when you use the appraise on the creation thing, what it does is that it tells you how it's going to turn out. If it says it will turn out brilliantly at any time, that means you're going to get it at +3. So, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make this thing +3. And I get a perfection. Now each time you make something that's successful, you get orbs. So basically what happens is you use so each magic beast hide is 500. So that means 2 cost 1,000. And you're probably like, but Dratta, you know, that's 1,000 gold. Well, here's the kicker. I go in and I go to equipment. I sell a +3. It sells for 1440 for one. Okay, 1 + 3 sells for 1440. Which means that not only did you make back that 1,000, but you're getting 440 additional in return. So, and as long as you make a +2, you're getting, I think the +2s sell for like 1,160, I think. Do I have a +2 to sell? I don't have a +2 to sell. So, and if you make a +1, you're only losing 10 gold. So the idea is that you buy a whole bunch of mystic hides, and what you do is that you make as many as you can at +2 or higher, and then you make money back. And what it also does is that for each one you make, you get 4 perfectionist orbs. So what ends up happening is that not only are you making money, but you're also getting perfectionist orbs, which is a nice little farm that you can do for the game. Now, something else here that I want to mention is this thing here, this like angel, is the church. So what's also really cool about this game is you can like reorganize your skills. And actually what's really interesting is that you remove skills based on their location. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so like if I go to swords here, I can remove all my sword skills, but it won't remove my sword mastery skills. So watch this. I can go in here and say, okay, for 780 gold or whatever, I want to remove all my sword skills. Now watch what happens. Because I had one in sword mastery, watch what I can do. I can go into here, go up here into sword mastery, and I can grab the Giga Slash. Like, that is like super cheaty. Like, you know, so you can just like decide what skills you want. And of course, right now I'm going to lose my double slash ability, but I'm fine with that. Or I just lost dual wielding, so I don't know. I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, it's a neat game. It's really cool. The leveling system is smooth. You get teammates throughout the game. The bosses really aren't all that hard. They're really hard if you're like low on MP or whatever. But anyways, guys, that's probably it for the game. Overall, good game. It's a beautiful game. It's well done. It is the pinnacle of JRPG in my opinion. So what would I rate this? Besides the flaws besides the minor flaws around, like, it's no longer random battles, or, you know, different other things, you know, like, finding materials is kind of hard, all in all, and plus the main character doesn't say anything, so I'm like, it'd be cool if he had a voice. But all in all, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10, or actually a 4.75 out of 5, because I do the 5-star rating usually. So 4.75 out of 5, I'd say. Overall, great RPG. If you get the chance, this is definitely a game you should pick up. If I play a game for more than like 100 hours, it's a game you should probably play. Yeah. So, I don't normally give such high ratings. I'm very critical about games and I require them to have certain things and stuff. But all in all, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here on my Dratta Plays videos. I'll try to keep these more up to date, but all in all, guys, have a good night, and, yeah, no but Drattas. No but Dratta comments. Well, you can say but Dratta, but, you know, no but Dratta comments. Well, you can say but Dratta, but I'll just be like, no but Drattas. If you're looking to get in contact with me, you can contact me at dratta.arcana@gmail.com. If you're looking to find any of my other content, go to Dratta Arcana on YouTube. If you're looking for my Twitch channel, it's twitch.tv/Dratta Arcana Gaming. If you're trying, you can contact me on Facebook at the Dratta Arcana Gaming Facebook page. Otherwise, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I really do like to just put these videos together and have a little fun doing it. So all in all, good game. Well done. But all in all, I definitely think people should play this game. Is it worth the $60? Some people were like, nah, it's probably not going to be worth it, but it was worth it. There are very few $60 games that give you a 100-hour story. This is a game that you will spend well into 100 hours before you even get to the final boss. Let me show you this. I'm going to save. I am in the very beginnings of the game, and I have only played the game for how long now? $16 hours, and I am like in the very beginnings of the game, and I'm only level 26, and I'm 16 hours in. That is a long game, guys. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, and stay cool, stay awesome. Bye.